Hello my fellow chatterers and book game lovers, and anyone else who's popped in because you're curious or you're lost. I'm Chatty and welcome to my channel, Chatty the Mad Chatter, where I'll be chatting away madly about my September TBR, which I have just spent the last 10 minutes talking to you about, and then my camera I don't know what happened, it just suddenly cut off. So I've just lost all of that because on this channel, I do one shot. I can't edit because my computer is a relic. It can cope with uploading, but it can't cope with editing. But we're going with it. It's fine. So let's try again, everyone. Please cross your fingers that this works and I don't have to do it again. Okay, it's going to be fine. Right, so I'm playing my book game, which is Bookworms and Bookladders. I've played it for quite a while now, and yes, I'm still using the draft because no, I've not had time to make a nice big pretty one that is easier to see. I've barely had time to film my September TBR. We're a week into September. September is crazy. There's a lot going on. I found a gap. My brain is kind of working, so we're going to go with it. And I'm just going to put a link up to one of my previous games so you can look at that and it will explain what this is about, because I just want to crack on and do the rolls because I'm terrified my camera's just going to cut off again and this is just going to be a waste of time. So in a nutshell, it's like Bookladders, but in a nutshell, it's like Snakes and Ladders. Ladders give me really good prompts. Worms, because they're not snakes, give me scary prompts which are more challenging, and then I have colours for all the ones in between which are middly prompts. So we have Roll Away, where I pick 6 prompt cards and I lay them all out so we can see what they are, and then I roll the dice and see which one I'm going to get. I like doing that because it's fun, because I get to see, oh, I want that one but not that one, and it adds a little bit more tension to it. I really hope I get this one because I've had it on here for like this is the 3rd month I've put it on and I still haven't got it yet. And then yellow is going to be achieve a goal, so I really want to get on with a few more of my series. I've kind of been neglecting them because I've been doing other read-alongs and readathons and letting people choose books and other challenges, so I haven't kind of cracked on with my fantasy series, which I really want to do. So this is probably going to be quite fantasy heavy because that's what I'm really feeling at the moment. Pink is seasonal shelf, so I have a shelf, and this is kind of the this is the last kind of summer afternoon season, so I will pick a book from there that I've not read yet. And then theme, I have these cards here, and they've all got like a different, not so much theme as just like something for me to find in the title or on the front cover, like water or buildings or nature or something like that I've got to find. So that is what these are. I'm going to put them up there. Oh, if I can. Yeah, so as well as having about 5 read-alongs this month, I've also I'm taking part in 2 readathons. So there's a lot of things I want to get in here, so we'll see how it goes. I'm taking part in the middle grade magic readathon. I'll put all the details down below in the description box. Please go check those out, and the announcement videos for that one. And I'm also going to be doing Bookoplathon, which is a month-long readathon. Again, I'm going to put that in the description down below. It's by Becca in the books, and I feel most people on BookTube have heard of it. If you haven't, go and check it out. It's a huge amount of fun. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing my game first, and I'm going to be rolling 5. So it's going to result again in a punishment if I don't read 6 books, wait for it, or a reward if I do read 6 books. But I'm only going to do 5 on my game, and then the 6th one is going to be completing a bookoploly book. So I'm going to roll as I go to try and keep the pressure off me. So I'm going to start off with 2, but if I can use books from my game, so then it's still 5 books I've got to read, I'll roll twice more, and then I want to end up with 7 books by the end of this. So we'll see how we get on. So before the camera dies, let's do this. Let's crack on. Cheers, everyone. I think I've already done this, but we're doing it again. I need the extra support. Oh, and one last thing. Worrying Worm, again, please check out the other video because I talk into it and I just really want to crack on. But one of them is one ring to rule them all. It's really hard to say when you struggle sometimes. Where someone else gives me a book to read. So they have the power. They have the one ring and they can get me to read whatever they want, and I will find that book. within reason. If it's really hard to get hold of and I literally can't do it, then obviously I won't read it. And, you know, if it's a book that really scares me, then probably not going to read it. But if you want to be the person to have the power, then the first person in the comments to write one ring to rule them all will then have the power for the next couple of months, because it might not come up this month. I mean, I really hope it doesn't, because I have a lot of books that I want to get on here. Thank you very much. But yes, right, let's do this. We have dice, we have a board. Let's go for the first roll. And I'm only using one dice, so why am I rolling two? One for the first one. Okay, one. There we go, marvellous. So I can't get a ladder, so I am going for green because I want to do the roll away prompt. So I'm now going to pick out 6 cards. So let's shuffle these up and see what we get. And I'm just going to use the power of pause so I can stick them up so it's easier for you all to see. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to pull them from the deck, put them down, and then I'll let you see what we have. Okay, so first one is an old book that has either been acquired, or it could be acquired, the oldest book I've acquired, or an old book that was published. Next one is one that I haven't written a prompt on. That doesn't work, does it? Thought I got rid of those. Let's try again. That's a bit awkward. No prompt. Pick what you like. Maybe that's what it's telling me. Right, okay. New series. I do not want this one. Or maybe, no, it maybe could work. But I do kind of want to finish series rather than start new ones. But we'll see. A well-loved author. That would work for me continuing series, because the series I read, I love the author. It's another one. I've put blank cards. I haven't taken the blank cards out for if I fancied getting new prompts. Okay, here we go. One with actual writing on it. Recommended in book chats or social media. Okay. And expanding my horizons. A book with an LGBTQ+ protagonist or own voice author. And the final one is a book that is an urban book or set in the city. Okay, let's switch around. I didn't pause it. No, I am so sorry. You've just been sat there whilst I've been munching around upstairs. I'm so sorry. Well, amazing, great. I'll have to put something in the timestamp stuff that you're already not going to know about. And I've just shown you the book, so fail. Way to go, Shah. I'm not redoing this. I'm not redoing this. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Okay, gonna pause now. Okay, I've got over my hysteria, it's fine. Let's just pretend that that didn't happen and no time has passed and I've just suddenly appeared with a book and you've no idea what it is. Let's please work with me. So, this is going to make some people very happy, especially Bridget, as she has not been impressed that I have not been putting these books on my TBR recently. But that's because I just want to really enjoy them and I feel definitely overdue this series. So I have the first 4 books out in the series. I've read the first 3 books. I have book 4 to read. Book 5 is under my bed, but I really want it out. So the book I have taken out is The Discord of Gods, which is the final book in the Chorus of Dragon series by Jen Lyons, which I am loving so much. And look, so I got this off World of Books. I did not expect it to have these amazing edges, but nor did I expect when I got this one it to have these amazing edges. So look! I wish my other 3 did too, but they don't. But I love that the final 2 books have these beautiful sprayed edges that match the sort of colouring on the book. So I put this one back on the shelf because it's not on my TBR, but the 5th one is, because that makes total sense. Yes, it does. Okay, calming down now. We're just going to do the next roll and it's not going to be so chaotic. We're on the 2nd square, so I can do 2 dice. What is it with ones? I've got 2 ones. Why can you do nothing but a 1? This makes no sense. So I have to go, because I went that way, I have to go clockwise. So 1, 2. It's okay. It's fine. It's not a worrying one because it's the tail, so that doesn't count. But what it is green. So I get to do roll away again because now I'm getting extra. Okay, I've just gone through my prompt cards to make sure there's no more blank ones. And the ones previously I had, I've taken them out. So those ones are not going to show up again. They're going to be 6 completely different prompts. So first one is Expanding My Horizons, a book by a BIPOC author or an author of the global majority. Next one is, these were not shuffled properly, Expanding My Horizons, a book which explores or includes a protagonist who has a disability or mental health problems. Problems, is that the right word? Doesn't feel right, but you know what I mean. Sorry if I'm not using the right terminology. An epic book. Definitely work with that one. Oh, an elephant book, a book that is more than 500 pages. Thought I shuffled these, really did a terrible job. A mouse length book, a book that is less than 300 pages. And the final one is a cozy book. So a book that gives you the warm fuzzies. Okay, let's move the camera. So we have Expanding My Horizons, global majority author. Number 2, epic book. Number 3, mouth length. Number 4, protagonist with a disability or mental health. Elephant book, 500 pages. Cozy book is 6. So let's roll and we get a 5, which is a book over 500 pages. Which actually works perfectly because guess who's over 500 pages? Only just though, 501. Or I could have counted the glossary, but I don't always like to count glossaries. I like to count the written bit. But yes, this is over 500 pages. Yay! This is going well. It's going well. We'll see if I come scuppered now because of me saying that it's going well. Okay, 2 more rolls. And we have no 1s. Look at this. We have a 6 and a 2, which is 8 because my mental math is amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's another ladder. Woo! There we go. Just gonna find my ladder card. I don't know where I put them. Okay. I have removed the Feegle because I've used that one. So there's no Feegle now. So it's just 2 prompts that are generous. So shuffly, shuffly, shufflies. And it's going to be, ooh, choose a 5-star prediction. And why I said ooh, as though it was not a bad one. They're all supposed to be good ones. That's the point of the lucky ladder. So 5-star predictions. Let me have a little look and I'll give you a selection and I'll choose from there. So I have got 3 books that I think are 5-star predictions. So firstly, The Ship of Shadows by Maria Kuznia. You've seen this pop up quite a few times on my channel that I have not yet read. I've read the first chapter in A Tea and Taste. It's a fantasy middle grade with female pirates and a girl that wants to sail ships. So that's all I need to know. I'm excited, and middle grade could work for middle grade magic. Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. Again, another middle grade with fantasy elements. I think it's fantasy rather than sci-fi, but I could be totally wrong. It is likened to Men in Black, which makes me think it could be more sci-fi than fantasy. Anyway, I hear nothing. I don't completely know what this book is about, but that's how I like it. And I feel very proud that I've got this far and I still don't know exactly what it's about. Because I'm so excited. I just think I'm going to absolutely adore this. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book. So I've been holding on to this for over a year. I'm finding the perfect moment to read it. So it could be this month. The other one is Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb. This is the first book in the Tourneyman trilogy. I've just finished the emotional Live Ship Traders, which was incredible, but heartbreaking at many moments, and it was a journey, and I'm so pleased that I'm doing it with people in a read-along on Gregory Lepetch's Discord, led by Anitha, massively supported by Derry, who is the Hobb expert, and basically delivered almost like psychology in the live show of the final book. Anyway, tangents galore. This is the next one. I'm loving Hobb. I adore her work. I had an amazing time with Live Ship Traders. Though it was hard reading, I really loved it. I loved the characters. I love how she crafted the story. I'm so excited to see like the end game of where this is going. But at the same time, I don't want to, because it means it's going to come to an end. And I feel like this series, because it's the middle one, this is the last one that's not going to feel bittersweet, because I think once I get the other side of the middle, where we're getting closer to the end, I'm just going to be like, I don't want to finish. So yeah, a 5-star prediction. Okay, which one am I going to choose? Because I want to read all of them. I really want to read all of them, but I think I know which one I'm going to go for 2 reasons. 2 reasons, because strategy in me being able to achieve my readathon. This one is the smallest, but also I made a video of at the beginning of the year of books I think were going to be 5-star predictions, and this was on it. The others weren't, but this was, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's small, and I've been talking about it for ages, and I think I finally just need to get it read, really. Right. Let's do the final roll of my game and then see what we get in Bookopoly. Ooh. Okay, I have, again, no more ones. We have a 3 and a 4, which is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it is pink, which is, ooh, the seasonal shelf. So I had a few options, but the one I'm going to go for is Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, which is the second book in the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, which is a middle grade fantasy about demigods. The Greek gods are alive in New York. I think you must have heard of it. It's very well known. I've gone for this one for 2 reasons, because it's helped me tick off 2 things. 1, it's middle grade. 2, it's helped me complete some series. I read the first book in June and I haven't continued yet. So this is my like reread focus for this year. I set myself a goal of books I wanted to reread and new books I wanted to read, and this is my reread series, so I'd like to crack on with it. So there we go. We have 5 books. So I have to read these 5 plus 1 more to win this game and get my reward. So I think this is reasonable. I think we can do, I think I can do this. We'll see which book comes from TBR, but TBR. We'll see which book comes from Bookopoly, but obviously I will have a choice of 2 that I can include. So let's get ready for Bookopoly. Okay, so I am now ready to play 2 rounds of Bookopoly, provided if I can't get any of the, there we go. If I can't get any of my TBR ones on there. You might get to do more rolls, we will find out. Now, like I may have mentioned, September is chaotic. August felt chaotic. I felt like I've had less time. So I haven't been able to do a Bookopoly board. This is what I did last year. I had so much fun. So this book, I've kind of done lots of different like reading things in, and I get to do drawing and make it pretty. I really enjoy it. But I haven't been able to do this year's one, but this is last year's. So as I don't have access to a printer, I'm going to use this one, but I have all of the prompts because I did that video trying to match them all. So I have all of these, so I'm just going to lay them around. I checked before to make sure I put them all in the right places because some things have moved, which threw me. So we're just going to use this and it's going to be fine. But what I'm not doing Community Shelf, I'm not doing Chance because I love the prompts that Becca comes up with. I find them so fun. And because I might not be getting to do that many rolls, I don't want to miss out on doing her fun prompts by just having ones that I've thrown in there or books I've thrown in. So I will do it properly another time because I know there's kind of that element of danger with the Community Shelf, the way that Becca does it. But I'm not doing that, so sorry. Right, let's try and organise them all around because I blew them off. Okay, right, so I've put the stations in the right places, and I know that Dice Roll is in the old space where TBR Game was, and then we've got pink, orange, TBR Game, got my Dice Roll roulette prompt. So for the red ones, because my laptop is just like, it's having a moment. It takes ages to load, I haven't got time to wait for it. So what I did is on my phone, I did 6 emojis, 6 colours and 6 letters and wrote them all on the back of the red prompts. So I'm just going to basically do Dice Roll if that one comes up. So that might be fun. We've got yellow and then we've got finally a green. So we are ready. Okay, I'm excited and I'm going to flip the dice so you can see. So here we are on the board and I'm going to use a teacup as my counter. So I'm putting myself on go. Let's do the first roll. We have a 5 and a 5. Okay, so we started off with a double. So I'm already doing another roll, but it wouldn't be Bookopoly without. Okay, move the station down because I can't see the spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're kidding me. 10. So we got Dice Roulette, which was the one that pretty much stumped me in the challenge that I did. It nearly made me fail. So I'm not a fan at the moment, but I've got my little prompts. So we'll see what I get. I mean, a little 3 might be nice. I've got some novellas I can throw in there. I don't want a 2. We'll find out what I get. Oh, also, which one's got 500? So number 10 would be nice because I already know one is 500. So let's see. What am I going to get? I have got 2 and a 6, which is an 8. Did I get an 8 last time? I got an 8 last time. 375 for 424. It's like... Okay, but let's see, maybe one of the books I have chosen is miraculously that length. I will have a look and find out. So you've missed my little grumblings to myself, but of course these 2 are under 375 as expected. Those are bigger. I was looking through this and going, oh my god, we're at the end and it's like 374, and then I realised there were a couple more pages. There's an epilogue. Was it the epilogue? Anyway, I was getting to the I was here And I was like, well, that's not going to be, it's the glossary. But look, 300, that's the last page there. 376. I am in by the skin of my teeth. I have it, which is so good because I've got a flipping double. So we needed this because I didn't want it to be 8. So amazing. Thank you. Right, let's clear the mess and start again. So this is the roll for my double now. And I've got a 4 and a 3, which is 7. So let's move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's community shelf. So I'm going back and I'm going to roll again because I don't want community shelf. So that is an 8. That kind of works, doesn't it? So it's the one after community shelf, which is a yellow. Well, it's the second one. Okay, so no, it's not. It's orange, not yellow, because I can't work out my own rubbish colouring. So the second one is favourite setting. So this can be as broad or as specific as you like. I'm going for fantasy setting and I'm going for the House of Always. There we go. This is my second Bookoploly book, The House of Always. This is wonderful. I might get to do some more rolls. How fun. Right. Third roll. But then I can do more because so far my books match my TBR. Nearly rolled without recording there. Right. Dice go. We have a 7 again, but it's not a double, so that's cool. So I was here on the second second orange. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, fun. 7. So that is, my papers are flying around. That is the autumn station. So for the autumn station, Becca says you can read a spooky book, you can read a mystery, you can read one that's got copper foiling on the cover, paranormal romance, or dark and moody colours on the cover. So I'm going to have a little think and see what I find. So for autumnal colours, I think kind of like oranges, browns. So one of these two that are already on my TBR could work. However, these do, I don't know if it's just because they're both kind of very water-based in this one, like Sea of Monsters, they go on like a boat trip, and this is about pirates. So they kind of feel like late summery rather than autumn. But I'm probably only saying that because there's another book I want to get on here that works really well. Otherwise, I'd definitely be using them. But look at the colours on this. So we have Ember in the Ashes here, which has got these kind of like browny orange colours. And then we've got this light outline of the cat, which is kind of this, it's not copper, but it's that kind of glow feel. So this feels very autumnal. So this is Ember in the Ashes, the first book in the series by Sabaa Tahir. Sabaa Tahir, yeah. I know the name, I just blanked for a moment. I've never read this. Had it for a while, over a year, and I now have all the books in the series because I'd like to read it. And on Gregory Purchase channel, Anitha Gade, who is in charge of all the buddy reads, suggested reading this. So there is a read-along on there, which is marvellous. I'm really excited to be reading and chatting to all the shelf spacey people on there. And yeah, I'm excited to read this. So it's starting a new series, but it's been planned for a while. I should have got my other ones cleared before I got to this point, but I didn't, but it's totally fine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's not too big, and I think it's YA, so it should feel less heavy, but who knows? Who knows? So there we go, that's my third one. So I've only got one book added, and I said I was going to give this 7, so we're going to do one more roll. Okay, final roll. Oh, man overboard. Okay, we have a 2, so that's 7 again, which takes us to, so we were on the train station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is the second green space. And that is to read a book in third person perspective. So overseeing the full story, using words like he, she, but it possibly focuses on more than one view. So I think, I don't know if this one is, but I've got something in mind, so we'll see. Okay, so I forgot that when Hobb writes fits, it's first person. So Fool's Errand was first person. I also need to read The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince, also in first person, and Lovely Amari, first person. So that stumped me, but I have, this is a bind-up of all of Nella Larson's works. I have yet to read Passing. I've read the rest. Passing is the last one on here that I'm really keen to read, and it is just a short novella, so it's not that long. I'm not sure how many pages it is. It starts at 171 and goes on to 275, so like literally just over 100 pages. So that works really well because it is definitely third person. I checked, I kept reading to just double, it's like just making sure, and it is told in third person. So yes, final one is Passing. So I ended up with 4 rolls for Bookopoly, but 2 on my TBR. So as long as I read Passing, which will be very easy, also definitely going to be reading Ember in the Ashes, then this should work. The only other book that is buddy read, no, two books I'm buddy reading that I haven't got on here is, well, it's not The Hobbit, but I don't have my copy, I've ordered it from the library, is The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. Never read it, and there's a buddy read on MDay's channel that I'm taking part in and I'm really excited. There's also that one I'm going to be trying to read. Also, myself and Vidania Silverscribe are doing a Cog-along, so we are reading the 4 books in the Cogheart series from September to December. I'll put a link up below. So I need to read Cogheart as well. So there's kind of 2 more books, and then we've got these ones from the TBR. So so that's this, but I could take out that and I'll win. But I've got another 2 books at least that I also want to be reading. So we'll see how we go on. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies for the chaos. Hopefully you just embrace the chaos. And if I get through these, I might do a couple more rolls of Bookopoly. I don't think it's likely, but I might. Happy reading, everyone.